Hello and welcome. Welcome to the main event of our Sunday doubleheader here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Manila Digger taking on Stallion Laguna in what is expected to be a cracking matchup between these two sides. One, an absolute mainstay in the Philippines Football League and the top light of Philippine football in Stallion Laguna, and the new kids on the block, so to speak, in Manila Digger, who have made great waves in recent seasons. It's got all the ingredients for what should be a great game. So glad you could join us. Jing Hamlang and Natasha Alquiros Dito calling the action for you. Massive game and a great way to cap off so much action over the weekend in the Philippines Football League.
As for the PFL 2025-2026 season, it's been intense throughout this whole weekend. Matchups yesterday so close. Earlier, we also saw the likes of Valenzuela, PB Mendiola get the win over Army 1-0. And in just a few minutes, Manila Digger FC, who finished second last season, will be going up against Stallion Laguna FC, who finished fifth.
And in this one of the biggest surprises is how big of a change Stallion Laguna have had. But first, we hone in on Manila Digger FC, who, as we've mentioned, have created shockwaves throughout the league since they've been involved in the last few seasons. And one of the main reasons why they have been so powerful is their foreign contingent has been absolute fireworks since they've been involved. They finished just outside. They finished second last season, missed out on the title by 1 point, but they scored the most goals, conceded the least amount of goals. Then they missed out on the final series as well, losing out to Cebu. So you could say they're coming fresh from a season of heartbreak, which means the motivation is extremely high to improve in this one. This is a title challenging team.
Exactly, and not just that, they've also retained so much from that squad that did so well last season coming into this season. They lost maybe two or three, a few players, but they were able to add new players as well in those key positions that they lost. Again, with the likes of Schaffner jumping ship from Stallion, now playing for Manila Digger.
That is going to be very, very interesting indeed. Lots of players from the Gambia in this starting 11. And the main man to watch, Saiku Sise, of course, scored a worldie in the last match. An incredible goal, but he scored 4 as well in total. So, it's not just the quality, but the quantity as well for Saiku Sise. He's going to be a man to stop today.
He's definitely going to be leading the charge. He is also the reigning top goal scorer for the PFL. 16 goals to his name last season. And with already 4 goals from 1 game played so far this season, you could tell that he's definitely in top form, and it's going to be very dangerous to stop.
So let's listen in to the head coach of Manila Digger. Let's see what he has to say about today's match.
Yes, we all know Stallion is a very, very good team. Before he played in the AFC games, and last season he also played very good. He has a lot of local player and foreigner players. But for us, this is our third match. We are ready the new players are already familiar about how we play. And I think today we will from defense start. And we will try to use the transition and switch and try to make some chassis. And I think today is a good match. I have confidence we can have a good result this match.
Very interesting from Manila Digger. It brings up a key point. This is a team in Manila Digger that are quite familiar with one another already, and you're looking at a Stallion Laguna side that is revamped in a big way. So there's going to be a lot of talent on the pitch, but perhaps the familiarity is not quite going to be there yet for this Stallion Laguna side.
And for Stallion Laguna, of course, they're going to be really hungry coming to this matchup. Again, a lot of shake-off from last season coming into this with the likes of Finn McDaniel and the rest already not in Stallion this coming season.
And when you look at this Stallion Laguna side, there are a lot of new faces, plenty in this starting 11 as well, including that man in goal, Jack Riley Landreth. But you did see Stefan Schrock earlier on. He is going to be amongst the veterans of this side. But when you look at the foreign contingent that they've got, aside from Galiana Trujillo, who they've kept in their starting 11, bago lahat yan. So, you know, really huge question marks. We don't know what to expect, Natasha.
Exactly. They really are firecrackers. When it comes to Stallion, you never know what you're going to get. And it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, but they always do bring a new talent into the PFL. And that's what they're going to do. But they're also going to lean on the likes of Schrock, one of the veteran players, played for the national team, highly ranked, to lead the charge for the side of Stallion, to rein in most especially the new players. A lot of their foreign players have never been tested or have never played at the PFL level.
So let's check in with Coach Ernie Nieres and see what he has to say ahead of this big match.
Well, we've been preparing for the past month and a half. So hopefully that's enough time to get everybody to know each other. Unfortunately, some of our players just arrived like a few weeks ago, so taking some time to get everybody to get adjusted and know each other. But I think we should do it. It doesn't matter, you know. As one, we always try to win the league and then try to go for AFC. Those are our goals. Our women's team showed us the way, so we're just here to continue the trend.
You gotta love that from Coach Riniera. Success has come the way of the Stallion Club via the women's team, and now they're looking to do the same on the men's side. It's been some time since silverware has been a part of the men's setup. I think you have to go back all the way to 2013.
2013. And
So-
that was still UFL.
That's right. So you can imagine that there is quite the hunger in the Stallion Laguna side. So we did say we don't know too much about the setup right now, but we do know that the likes of Ismaila Diallo is a youth, a player that was developed in the youth ranks in England. Played a long time at Arsenal's academy. Michael Kedman Jr., Trinidad and Tobago International, also was developed in England. And then we have Tarek Shihab, who is a Yemeni national team player. So, you know, in terms of credentials, very, very exciting. How it turns out on the pitch, well, we're going to find out in just a few minutes, Natasha, as the players are in the tunnel and the march in is about to take place. A big, big game here. Manila Digger can send a statement to the rest of the league. 3 points here would mean they're up there with Kaya with 6 and being able to take down a fellow contender in Stallion Laguna.
With Manila Digger having, as they've said, as the coach has said as well, it's already, this is their third game. They've played against Persib. They also had that second game, technically the first game of the PFL, when they played and got that win over Valenzuela PB Mendiola, a dominant win, 9-2. So they are already in a key form. They know their personnel. So it's going to be a tall order to ask for Stallion. But the thing with Stallion is you could never count them out.
Absolutely not. We're excited for the game to start, and we hope your excitement levels are high as well. Join us online. Use the hashtag WeArePFL. We'd love to hear your thoughts ahead of this contest. Also, we're going to be having a weekly show as the matches go on here in the PFL. So join us on the Minsan Football Show on Wednesdays. And Natasha and myself will be there breaking down the matches from this weekend and looking ahead to the next set of matches as well.
Plenty of content all around for Philippine football. Again, use that hashtag WeArePFL and continue to support and help us grow the men's football league here in the Philippines. Most especially, come on down here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Catch the games live. A lot of players now, a lot of fans slowly finding their way here. Former national team players here as well, and constant national team players, women's national team players, all here to support this game between Manila Digger FC and Stallion Laguna FC.
It's a fantastic atmosphere. Here we go. We've talked about a lot of change for Stallion Laguna, but what hasn't is Matthew Nieras with the armband, the leader, the talisman of this squad. Alongside him, Shermar Filonco, a man who has really made his leadership and his quality felt in this young Manila Digger side. Two veterans of the game squaring off. We talked a lot about the foreign contingent of these two teams. There's a lot of them on the pitch at one time. You can have as many as 6. 5+1 is the rule. The +1 being a goalkeeper in between the sticks. That's what you're seeing with Stallion's side. Meanwhile, Manila Digger has 5 on the pitch. Therefore, the quality that you need to have as a local player needs to be extremely high. The competition for places is higher than it's ever been. So when you look at the likes of Christian Schaffner there on the pitch, you're looking at Jordan Jarvis, Michael Asong, Shermar Filonco, Troy Limbo, who makes his way into the starting 11. You're expecting a lot from these Filipino talents.
And for the side of Stallion Laguna FC, when we see their starting 11, Landreth at the back will be tested for the first time. Nieras, Pride, Villarreal, and Makillan as the backline. All Filipino backline. Chamgu as a holding midfielder, Shrock and Shihab as the midfielders. On the left is Kedman, up on top is Diallo, and on the right is Galiana.
Just pointing out here, you still have Ivanovsky off the bench, Sendra as well. These are players that normally would start that now you could bring on to change the game later on. That's big for Stallion Laguna. Meanwhile, for Manila Digger, we've seen them be able to improve themselves with their firepower off the bench as well. It's all set up to be a fantastic matchup. Diggers versus Stallion Laguna. Here we go, folks. Manila Digger getting us started. Michael Asong reclaiming his spot in between the sticks. Already making a nuisance of himself here early on. Usman Guy bouncing awkwardly for him. First shot of the game, less than 30 seconds in.
An aggressive start from Manila Digger, who have made a couple of changes to their lineup. Clarino, Nishioka, Mane, and Ture not on the first 11, and Limbo, Wambatafem, Barsanilla, and Sambu make their way in their stead.
Players you mentioned not getting playing time right now. Quality players for Manila Digger. Is very impressive, the squad that they've been able to put together in such a short amount of time. I expect aerial battles are going to play a key role in this game. That one will go the way of Stallion. It's going to be Ismaila Diallo leading the line for Coach Ernie Nieras, who you see on your screen here, a familiar figure on the touchline. He's been there for over a decade now for Stallion Laguna. Talked about wanting to win the title this year. That's always the goal. Do they have the capabilities this time around? Guy. A bit behind here. Limbo will get a lot more minutes under his belt today. Troy Limbo came on and affected the game as a substitute in the league opener. Cross into the box is headed away.
It's going to be really interesting how Stallion Laguna defend against Manila Digger. A lot of the top scorers from last season do play for Manila Digger. As you've mentioned earlier, they conceded the least amount of goals and scored the most. They've retained a lot of key players, majority of their squad rather. against
Switching.
Stallion Laguna, who only got together 6 weeks ago. The players still arriving.
Getting it out wide. Shihab. Finding space in the middle. Truck under pressure. Opportunity to assess his options. McKillen. Ball still in play. Asong plays short to Jarvis. Got pressure from behind. Sanilla calmly back to Asong. Stallion committing forward. Sa mga narinig natin sa coaching staff ng Manila Digger will be their ability to switch play, but they've given it away cheaply here. Aliana giving chase. Nag-iisang foreigner that was able to keep his spot in the lineup. They go long. Cisse, first touch for him. He's up against Villarreal, shrugs him off.
Also interesting to see how Villarreal slots in again, being back with Stallion as a center back.
And it's not a very tall or physical looking back line para dito sa Stallion Laguna. And when you look at the contrast with what they're up against as a front line for Manila Digger, it's quite a difference. Quick look at the Manila Digger support.
It's good to see, of course, people coming on out here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium.
And you love the cross team support as well. The women's team members coming out to support their male counterparts. It all makes for a nice and festive atmosphere.
If you look as well at the head-to-head of Stallion and Manila Digger, the last time they did go against each other, Digger got that big win, 3-0 against Stallion. So Stallion will definitely be hungry to change the tides.
Killen keeping the attack going. Chihabas look lively in the first few touches. Gets the ball into the box. Not the best of clearances from Modu Juf. In this match, players of Stallion Laguna will actually be looking to grow familiar with one another. As you mentioned, it hasn't been a lot of time for them to really figure out the connections that they're looking for.
But if you take a look, let's say, of what happened in the game yesterday between Cebu and Taguig, Taguig was a revamped, somewhat refreshed team as well. And they got that win over Cebu, despite not having that same amount of preparation that Cebu had.
One of the shocks so far, perhaps, of the league. You'd expect a few more of those to ensue over the course of the season. But Patrick Reichelt, of course, no stranger to the Philippine football public, getting his account started and opened right away. Nieras getting the ball in. Touch across the body. Nieras' ball. Laguna getting a lot of the ball early on. This one recovered well. Kedman Jr.
And players just bodying up, physicality for physicality.
Sanilia under pressure. Didn't lose his cool there. But Diallo breathing down his neck. Jarvis hoping to launch that. Pride. Digger finding it difficult to hold on to possession.
It's been a confident start for the side of Stallion Laguna.
Matthew Lleras pushing up from his defensive position. Very aggressive.
There's good pressure being put on there by Kedman. Just letting his defender know that he's breathing down his neck, forcing him to make that error.
Digger a little penned in at the moment. Opening at 10 minutes promising for Stallion Laguna. After that first shot, 30 seconds in, Manila Digger have been rather quiet. Guy Asong's gonna launch it. Crucial touch mula kay Villarreal. That one will go out. Pressure mula kay Wambatafem.
Wambatafem came in as a sub in their first game against Valenzuela PB Mendiola. Eventually, with the press that he was putting in, he got an assist in that first game, and now paying off, getting on the starting 11.
Player down for Stallion Laguna, and there's going to be a foul against the men in black. Diallo has stayed down, clutching his head, as there was a coming together with Jordan Jarvis. Natanggal yung headband. Konting ebidensya ng pagkatama sa ulo. Makikita natin. Jarvis getting to it, and he just kind of threw his body on the floor. Jarvis did not initiate any contact. I don't know if the cameras caught it, but there was a testing of the touch of Coach Ernie Nieras on the sideline. Mukhang napasado naman.
In a game like Manila Digger versus Stallion Laguna, it's crucial that these players keep their cool as long as they can. A lot of history between these two. The Manila Digger have only been around for the past 3 years. It's always a heated contest between these two teams. Sometimes cards being thrown out, shown out.
You gotta love that. When you talk about history, it's boiled up very quickly between these two teams. Kasi nga, batang-bata pa itong Manila Digger. And in some ways, this is personal for Stallion Laguna. They've been supplanted by a newcomer. Stallion Laguna being perennial contenders. In recent time, medyo they've been swept aside. So you can imagine that there's this real motivation to get one over Manila Digger, to re-establish Stallion Laguna. Galiana now. Bouncing around dangerously inside the box. Still alive para sa Stallion. And finally away.
As you said, the last 3 times that these two teams have gone against each other, head-to-head record, Stallion have won 2 out of the 3 times. But the most recent one, the one that counts the most, was Digger, who got that big win 3-0 versus Stallion. Which says a lot of how quickly this team has improved.
Shaw called for the foul. From newcomers to AFC contenders, itong Manila Digger, they've done it in just a span of a couple years.
And even from the first game, you know already that when it comes to the PFL, everything is at stake. Pride, a championship, and a chance to represent on the international level. Again, the winners of the PFL will get an ACL2 playoff spot, as well as a sure slot in the Shopee Cup. While the second place will get the ACGL playoff spot. So a lot to play for.
Look at the switch. That one is cut out by McKillen. Limbo. Jarvis, a bit of a looper. Easy to get to. Ken Pride behind that. Looking to unleash Galeana. Easy for Asong. Both teams have settled in. 15 minutes into the contest. And really nothing in it between these two teams.
No team with like that real clear-cut chance on goal.
Looking for a push on Yeras, nothing given. Opportunity now for Digger! Off the post! Delane, Wamba Tafem had space at the edge of the box.
And just like that, that's how deadly they can be.
So close. That man livid on the sideline because a few moments before that sequence, he was arguing there was a push on Matthew Nieras.
But Wamba Tafem just continuing on that run, gets that ball back, and how quickly he was able to take a shot. There were 2 defenders that were about to close down on him, but still able to take that quick fire shot.
And of course, yan ang nakikita natin mula sa Manila Digger. They can turn defense into attack very quickly.
A team that's so good on the transition.
Man in the middle, John Mike Basinang. And look at this match on paper. It's got the possibility of being very busy for the man in the middle. So far, it's been a rather quiet game. Possession just about equal. Meaty challenge from Michael Kedman.
And when there's so much on the line, it's the first game of Stallion, second game of Manila Digger, but with how the PFL has been shaping up, especially this season, every game counts. You cannot afford to drop any points. Last season, the title race was only a difference of 1 point.
Schaffner activating Limbo. Limbo gets the ball into the box. A lovely chance. What a miss from exactly the man you want that ball to fall to. Cisse.
Now it's back-to-back chances for the side of Manila Digger. Limbo gets across inside the box, miscleared by Villarreal. Cisse gets ahead to it, but just couldn't keep it in frame.
Looking at the bench of Manila Digger. Denied to the goalkeeper, and that pass cut out. A vital piece of defending. Collision in the middle of the pitch. Play continues. Wamba Tafem fakes the cross. And Nieras all over him. Half a second late was Shermar Filonco, and it's a painful one. That was Tarek Shihab.
Look further on the pitch, a player is still down on that opposite end. Player for Manila Digger.
Looks like it could be Cisse, actually.
And that was from the clearance, if I'm not mistaken. You could hear that impact all the way here at the stands.
Had a bit of assistance from John Mike Basinang.
Clears from one of the defenders of Stallion Laguna. It's hitting him directly in the gut.
Able to turn. Diallo. Nieras. Trying to return that pass. Opportunity, Stallion. Asong. Closing the angle, making contact with the forward. No whistle blown. Let's have a look at it here. Great piece of play here from Schrock. Gets that ball into the danger zone. Asong. Ooh.
Just gets the foot as well of Kedman.
It looked like Kedman was squaring that ball and then got clipped. Interesting passage. We spoke about Manila Digger being able to open things up very quickly. Similarly, could be said for that passage for Stallion Laguna.
The first 20 minutes, Stallion looking really good on the attack as well. Challenging Manila Digger pace for pace. Chance for chance.
Jarvis winning that battle. Kedman. Pride. Ooh.
Great footwork from Landreth there.
Confidence from the goalkeeper. Looking for Diallo. It's a great first touch with the center back across to snuff out the danger. Very quickly getting that ball into the front man. Turn from Schrock. Chance here. Diallo. Opportunity now for Macmillan. Stopped by Asong. Or rather, that's Tariq Shihab with a chance.
And a great chance from Tariq Shihab, but an even better save from Mike Asong.
Best chance of the match.
clear-cut opportunity. Fakes a defender, takes a shot, goes in between the legs of a defender. Asong didn't have a full sight of that, but still able to react quickly.
Landreth. This time going the direct route to Diallo. Barsanilla. Masyado mabigat yung tulak.
Clear push on Diallo. Chance now for Stallion. You gotta love that back-to-back action between Manila Digger and Stallion.
It's Kim Versales talking about the spaces that he's seeing opening up for them. So very interesting how Stallion have opted to shape up when they have possession. Limbo. Always so clever, very tricky with the ball. Given the performance of Nishioka in the last match, must have been quite a feat actually to keep him out of this starting 11, and that's the quality that Troy Limbo brings. Schrock. He's been involved in all the best chances so far.
That's definitely something that you want from your key players, playing those midfield positions, helping link up the plays up on top to create the chances.
Out wide to Kedman. Cutting inside, getting Diallo. Jarvis has been busy and he's been effective for Manila Digger.
It's a crucial touch from Jarvis there. Stallion interplay, finding themselves in dangerous areas in the attacking third. Lurking at the edge of the box. Defending has been spot on for the side of Manila Digger.
Clean defending from Pride. Schrock got put in an awkward position. Kedman, movement was anticipated. He's gonna get called for the foul, I believe. Kedman started his youth football in Chelsea, then off to West Ham United before finishing off his youth career at Sheffield United.
You know, there's one thing about Stallion, really, one of their best qualities is that they're really capable of scouting talent abroad and bringing them in here at the PFL. Retaining the players, another story, but able to bring them in the PFL.
Another talent to be excited about. Kedman is already proving to be very much involved in today's game. Villarreal, not the best of clearances.
But nonetheless, Digger not able to capitalize on that.
A little bit tight in the corner. Finding room. Goal kick. Had a chance 30 seconds into the contest. Had a great opportunity for Cisse that he fired wide. Otherwise, pretty quiet from Manila Digger going forward.
The other chance, of course, also from Wombat FM. Hitting the post.
Macmillan. Able to get it forward. Galliana now has room to run. just in front of Diallo. Tafen. Gets it back. Very aggressive from Stallion Laguna. Choking off the supply to the forward line. Villarreal getting there. Schrock being hounded by Shermar Filonco. Dangerous ball back. Cisse. Too aggressive from Shihab. You see the work rate of Shermar Filonco bearing fruit for Manila Digger. Maaring hindi mo makikita sa statistics yun, but forced an error there mula kay Stefan Schrock.
And it's crucial. Those players are absolutely crucial to building up a team. Not just the players who score the goals or gives the assist, but the workhorses in the midfield forcing the errors.
The tacticians on the sideline. Who's the happier of the two? Limbo's ball. Awkward bounce, Galeana. It's the height, not so much the distance. Schrock going to be called for the foul on that one. You could argue it both ways. Schrock thinking he should have gotten the whistle. Limbo over the ball. He's got that capability to cause issues from a set piece, Troy Limbo. Floats it in. Shermar Filonco. Didn't use his hands, but way too much velocity from behind.
Physicality of this matchup definitely heating up, especially with the players like Kedman.
Look at the position that Nieres is in here. He's been taking up a lot of central spots in the build-up. Coach Nieres always unafraid to try new things and experiment. Takes a deflection. Bouncing around, cleared away inside that 6-yard box.
So far, Manila Digger able to contain the attacks of Stallion Laguna.
Yes, lovely passage from Stallion. Look at that for a piece of defending from Barsamilla. Forceful challenge. A clean challenge. Out for a corner kick though. Stallion going to apply some pressure.
For their interplay and their troubles, end up getting this corner. Want to take it.
Galeana looking to aim far post here. Headed away. Great defending mula kay Villarreal. Using his body well. One of the question marks was how this perhaps less physical back line of Stallion Laguna would deal with the physical threat of Manila Digger, and so far they've done so very well. Galeana looking to curl that one into the net. Michael Asong called into action for the second time.
Fantastic chance from Juan Galeana. Finding himself some room, cutting it towards his right side, takes a shot and forces a save from Asong.
Take the corner he earned. Galeana. Awkward position for the goalkeeper. Bouncing around. There's contact there. Stallion player catching his head. Meanwhile, play continues. Cisse, he's got support. Usman Guy from Manila Digger. What a save.
Absolutely fantastic 1v1 save from Landreth. But if you replay this all the way back, that was dangerous. That was definitely a dangerous challenge. We hope we can take a better look at it.
There's contact on the opposite box. Stallion player is still down. And meanwhile, Manila Digger turned that play. Let's see. Right there. It's Villarreal who stayed down. Definitely was contact between the two players. Not sure if there was anything that hit the head. But look at this. Into Guy. Touch was out of his feet, but just could not steer it far enough away from the goalkeeper. Had a lot to aim for there, Natasha. Instead, he fired it directly at the man in purple.
And confident goalkeeping from Landreth. Just made himself big. Went directly at him, dealt with it well.
10 minutes to go. Corner kick for Digger. Just had the best chance of the match. A one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Limbo's outswinger. Schrock. Not quite 100% out there. Had treatment on his right hamstring while that corner kick was taken. You can see he's running a bit gingerly.
But also from that chance that Manila Digger made, that's just how quickly they are, how quickly they can transition from defense onto attack, and for that attack to become a chance on goal.
You can see it, he's still thinking about it, and you can understand. It's wide open for him, either side, 5 inches to the right or to the left. I wonder if this would be a very different ball game indeed. Galeana felt he was caught. Schaffner with his hand up. Former teammates.
But of course for Jack Landreth, first time to be playing here at the PFL. Been tested already twice and coming out big for the side of Stallion Laguna.
Player down, in need of some attention.
Not mistaken, that's Diallo.
Michael Asong's been busy. Jack Landreth on the opposite side has been busy as well. Jack Landreth developed in the United States. The American goalkeeper went through the ranks there. We're taking a look at another goalkeeper, one that's quite prominent here in the country, Olivia McDaniel. I'm sure she's been enjoying the great goalkeeping. A lot of the players from Stallions women's team here to support. Galeana its way over to the opposite side. Kedman, nice little back heel. Ball still in play here. Nieres will deliver it. Changu, done well. Touch for Diallo. Masyado mabigat. Yung control, lalabas. Para sa corner kick. Under pressure, Manila Digger.
Those great movements from Stallions there. Getting those splitting passes in between the defensive lines.
Ariana's ball. And again, transition is where Manila Digger thrives. They're off to the races. Cut out. Wamba Tafem delivers the ball. Guy riding the challenge well. Limbo denied. Limbo, room to pick a pass. Defended by Macmillan.
That was great defensive work from Stallion Laguna. Getting back quickly. When you think of the corner kicks as well, it's been adding up for the side of Stallion. But Manila Digger, they have a lot of tall defensive players. Able to deal with it well every single time.
And again, Manila Digger, fresh from a defensive transition, creating opportunities going forward. No time to dilly-dally. If you lose the ball against Manila Digger, you gotta be sprinting back. It looks like Coach Ernie Nieres is going to be pulling the trigger early with a change. Michael Canicosa being sent to the substitutes table. And you wonder if it's for somebody who is injured or if it's going to be a tactical change. We're going to find out very shortly. Actually, it's MJ. That's right. MJ Libre is coming on. A lot of great players you can choose from on this bench. MJ Libre, the one to come on.
For Stallion Laguna, player number 17, Stefan Schrock, replaced by player number 9, MJ Libre.
Stefan Schrock, perhaps opting to preserve himself for the rest of the season and not do any more damage to that right hamstring.
Very interesting, of course, to make that substitution just 4 minutes before halftime.
Villarreal anticipating well. And Libre's first touch. He sent that one out. Shihab rather quiet since having that opportunity. Coaching staff of Manila Digger. Who's going to be the happier of the two sides, Natasha?
I think neither. Coming into the half, you'd always want to get in at halftime with that advantage.
It's been very even.
But you'd say maybe Stallion would be a bit of the happier side if they can keep a Manila Digger down to a draw at halftime. especially knowing that Manila Digger have had 2 games at hand, one at an international level and PFL opening game matchup. Stallion Laguna, of course, still painting the canvas of how it's going to shape up this season.
Given how things have transpired in the opening 44 minutes of this game, Coach Raninieros, you'd think, would be pretty pleased with what he's seen.
Yeah, they've been able to hold Manila Digger. Chances have been very few for the side of Manila Digger.
Pride misses it. Guy trying to unleash Cisse. Very important intervention by Macmillan. Shihab. Room to turn. Sambu gets it wide. Manila Digger going to slow things down here. They're not the party tricks here, Wambata Fem.
Niera stood strong.
Straight into the hands of the American. Quite the debut for Landreth. Showed composure with his feet. Big stop in a one-on-one. He's had his upright struck. It's been eventful. 3 minutes added on. Player down. Zwamba Tafem, who's needing a moment to recover. Let's have a look at it here. Bit of a forearm to the head. Chamgu, hold for it. The first minute of 3 to be added on in this opening period. Oof. Foul and a yellow card on Usman Gai. Tarek Shihab getting there ahead of him. Let's have a look at it here. It's quite a coming together. The guy was already committed, wasn't even looking over his shoulder, to be honest, just had eyes for the ball.
But at the end of the day, it was Tarek Shihab who got the ball first.
Foot was high, contact was made, yellow card given. First one of the match?
First one of the match. It's been highly physical between these two squads.
Usman Gai.
And no goals to show for yet.
Usman Gai is so disappointed by that call. He's only just stood up.
You could tell this is going to be a tight match between these two squads. Game that will go down all the way to those small, fine margins. As at the moment, both teams not giving an inch.
Libre losing out. Mananatili ang bola kasama ng Stallion. Lalabas ang bola para sa corner kick.
As we said, corner opportunities have been adding up for the side of Stallion Laguna.
Galiana. Is there a twist to this story before the halftime whistle is blown. Deep delivery. Out wide to Villarreal. Still bodies forward for Stallion. It's a crucial sliding tackle from Kedman to deny the transition. And there is the halftime whistle. Nothing between these two sides. Scoreless at the break. Usman Gai had a wonderful opportunity to open the scoring, but was unable to convert. Stallion Laguna equally have had their chances. Michael Asong has been busy for Manila Digger. It's been a great game between these two teams, very competitive. But as it stands, it finishes 0-0 after 45. We've got highlights and second half action around the corner. Stay with us. Scoreless at the break between Stallion Laguna and Manila Digger. It's been a fantastic match between these two. As expected, it's been fireworks between the two teams, but still nothing has hit the back of the net just quite yet.
Stallion Laguna really putting on that pressure to Manila Digger. He actually enjoyed a lot of those chances up on top, though Manila Digger with the more dangerous chances, only two, but two times that they've tested Landreth, the goalkeeper, the new signing for Stallion Laguna.
So what's the verdict? A lot of new players for Stallion Laguna, but so far they have been able to really assert themselves quite well. One of the best chances of the match, Wamba Tafem striking the upright from a transition. Then Cisse, oof, what an opportunity for the leading goal scorer of this competition. But Stallion Laguna had their opportunities as well. Was this a penalty? Was it not?
You'd need VAR to be able to really dissect that in every angle. But the chances were plenty for the side of Stallion, forcing Asong to make those saves as well.
This one, perhaps an opportunity. Galiana getting Asong into full stretch here, just to tip that one over. Michael Asong twice called into action, twice standing up to it. And this one, contact with Villarreal, but immediately turned into an attempt. And you could argue this one's the best one. Usman Guy, he's got the goalkeeper to beat. Unable to do that. Landreth making a statement here on his debut so far.
And it's been a great statement for the new signings of the side of Stallion Laguna. Though none of them have played at the PFL, the moment that they've stepped on the pitch, the switch was on and they've been on fire. 57% possession, 5 shots and 5 on target, 6 corners as well. But still no goals to show for against Manila Digger, who's on a back foot in this first half. 43% possession, 6 shots, 2 of them on target. Only 1 corner for the side of Manila Digger.
One of the big changes in the story as well is the fact that Stefan Schrock was forced off. A slight hamstring issue, which meant MJ Libre came on late in that first half and will keep his role in the middle of midfield. Stallion Laguna, masasabi natin medyo dehado. Papasok ng laro nito dahil ang Manila Digger ay napakalapit na maging kampiyon in the previous season. But so far, when you look at the numbers, Stallion Laguna getting the better of this game. Surprised at all?
Surprised and not at the same time, because that's really the caliber that Stallion can bring. When they play their best, they are title contenders. And today, they're on a good day. They're playing really well. The introduction of new players, usually it takes a while for people to settle into the game, to be able to get that rhythm together. But so far, so good for the side of Stallion. The introduction of the new players, the coming together of the locals and the foreign players, showing well, and kulang na lang is yung mga chances on goal.
So yung kalidad ng mga players na naipasok dito ni Coach Ernie Nieras, medyo nakita naman natin the level that they bring. And you're looking at a couple of them right there. Tarek Shihab as well as Ismaila Diallo. So far, the action has been fast and furious here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium.
But for the side of Manila Digger, you're also wondering why Mane is not available for this matchup. He's not on the sub list. And then the players like Nishioka, who played really well in that first game. You're going to be wondering when he'll be introduced in this matchup to really help shape up the attack of Manila Digger.
And one thing that wouldn't be obvious for the folks that are watching at home is that the Manila Digger players have been warming up for quite some time. And I'm talking like a legion of them, like 5 or 7 of them have been warming up in that first half. So you'd expect that they're going to be on and possibly early in this second half to change the game. But Troy Limbo, the man who's taken Nishioka's spot, who was a standout in their first game against Valenzuela PB Mendiola, he's been spectacular today as well. So, you know, it's not like the quality has dipped despite the change in personnel. In fact, Troy Limbo has been a part of some of the more dangerous moments of Manila Digger. But they do need to improve here. They're the team that is better gelled, more experienced as a squad in terms of the personnel involved. And you'd think there is a second gear or a third gear that they can kick into when the second half unfolds.
For the side, of course, of Manila Digger, they did have an AFC Champions League 2 matchup against Persib. They lost 2-1. And just last week, they won 9-2 against Mendiola. Goals from Sisei, Juf, Nishioka, and Guy. So let's see if they can continue on their form or if Stallion is here to break the party.
Here we go. Up and running. And Stallion Laguna have done something very interesting here. They've fired this one straight from the kickoff into the corner of the opposition half so they can press Manila Digger and squeeze them immediately. When you look at how things have transpired in this game, what are the keys to victory here, Natasha, for Manila Digger, and what are the keys to victory for Stallion?
Well, for the side of Stallion Laguna, as long as, for both sides, the number one thing is as long as they can keep their cool and leave it on the pitch, no extracurricular activities, no red cards, they do have that, they both have that 50-50 chance of getting that win. It's just be more clinical with the chances that they create up on top.
Chances have been there. It's just about conversion. We talked about.
And for both sides as well, it's also about minimizing those errors, because both teams have great caliber on the defense and on the attack. What you don't want is for the opposing squad to take advantage of any small errors that you create that is within your control.
Usman Guy, the only man with a yellow card so far in this game. Fine margins. Very well could decide this one. Galeana. Opportunity for Diallo. Fantastic finish. The debutant opens his account in style. Stallion Laguna in front.
And as you said, in a game of fine margins, any mistakes will be punished. And that's what Stallion Laguna did just there. Able to retain possession in the attacking third. And Diallo opening his account, faking out defenders before taking it low and hard down the bottom left, getting the first goal, breaking the deadlock, and putting Stallion Laguna up 1-0 against Manila Digger.
Let's have a look at it here. Ball was given away cheaply. Galeana sets up Diallo. It's a lovely little delay there to open up the space. And into the side netting. Great finish.
That was a great pass from Galeana, finding Diallo, fakes the defenders, no one really pressing him the moment that he got the ball. He had that time and space before slotting it at the bottom left corner.
Libre putting on the pressure. It's a nightmare start for Manila Digger. Opened up less than 3 minutes into the second half.
And a bit of that switch of positions for them. Juan Galeana, who's playing on that right-hand side, now slotting in towards that midfield role, attacking midfielder role. Libre now on that right-hand side. And it was Galeana who gave the assist to Diallo.
Landreth off his line. Catches that. So an inspired switch in tactics for Coach Unigueras, paying off immediately.
And a great way to start the second half.
Galeana again involved here as Diallo peels away. And he's caught. I appreciate the physicality from Barsanilla, but Diallo was facing the wrong direction and moving away from goal. And they've got an opportunity to cause some bother here for Michael Lasson. We've got Ricky Sendra, Ivanovsky.
And so much venom on the bench of the side of Stallion Laguna.
Getting bodies forward now.
Definitely something you don't want to see. Giving away those fouls. At least this one has a bit of that distance. That's unnecessary when you give away those fouls in dangerous areas.
Galeana's delivery cleared away by Jarvis. Yanis gets it back. Great exchanges here from Stallion, but they lose out. That's a clear foul.
Stallion Laguna quickly slowing down the play once they lost possession. Just allowing their players to go back down to position. They know how good Manila Digger can be on the transition.
Shihab looking for the return and gets it. Flicking it forward. Almost out of play. That link up is becoming more and more of a threat. Kedman and Diallo.
Stallion Laguna just growing in confidence in this matchup. They enjoyed more of the possession in that first half. Continued it on in the second, getting an early goal at the second half.
No whistle. Pride doing well. Had quite a test today up against some of the most dangerous forwards in this league. He's certainly held his own alongside Reynald Villarreal. Galeana has done well to steer that on target, but it lacked the power to cause Asong any danger. Libre upset. Felt that last touch was off of Schaffner. Schaffner will be hoping to get involved in something of note here with Manila Digger. Hasn't had the opportunity to really bomb forward as much as he'd like. Was caught in a bit of an awkward situation that led to the goal as well. Jarvis stepping forward. Filonco finds a pocket. Mamba Tafem has that deflected out for a corner.
Very few times that we've seen Manila Digger be given a corner, but we know how dangerous they can be on set play opportunities.
Those missed chances. I'm sure they're playing through the minds of these Manila Digger players. Troy Limbo. Can he find one of his towering teammates? Chance. Loops over.
How quickly and how dangerous Manila Digger are when they do have the ball. They get the cross, the header, and the second ball both fell for Manila Digger. But defensive work of Stallion Laguna holding up, making it difficult for Manila Digger to score from set piece opportunities. You can see 3 players getting ready to come on for the side of Manila Digger. Gonna be wanting to shake things up. Nishioka, Toure, Clarino.
We talked about it. It's been nice and warm. It's about the 30-minute mark of the first half. So here we see them. OJ Clarino comes on.
Substitution for Manila Digger.
Nishioka is going to come on. Toure. Lalabas Wamba Tafem, Limbo at si Barsanilla.
Player number 98, Troy Limbo, replaced by player number 14, Kenji Nishioka.
So it's going to be 3 changes for the side of Manila Digger. Clarino in for Barsanilla, Toure in for Wamba Tafem, and Nishioka in for Limbo.
It's almost like for like changes.
So these were actually the 3 players that started in their first game against Valenzuela, PB Mendiola. And let's see how these players come on from the bench and the impact that they can make to help change the matchup for the side of Manila Digger. When you do make substitutions, you always hope for your substitutes to make quick, instant impact.
Switch the plate. Digger. That's cut out nicely by Nieras. Gonna find room on the right side. Ken Pride boots that one away. Nishioka, a player that created a lot of trouble for the opposition in their last match. Very technical.
Nishioka, also a player who got a brace in that game in their first PFL matchup for 2025-2026.
Number 14, one to look out for amongst the substitutes of Manila Digger. Stallions so far have had all the answers when that ball enters the box. They're well positioned. Cisse gives it up. Chance to take a shot there. He was poked. At just the right moment. Landreth is looking for Galeana.
Finds that connection as well.
A little over half an hour for Manila to find a way into this game.
So far, still 1-0 for Stallion Laguna FC. A goal at the 47th minute by Diallo, putting Stallion up 1-0.
I talked about this growing rivalry between these two teams. You look at the numbers. If this scoreline remains this way, Stallion will have that upper hand, and on top of that, they'll be making a real statement. Opportunity deflected, which made it more difficult for Landreth. It was equal to the task. Out for a corner.
Gotta love how people are coming on out here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium to show support for this new season. And for everyone watching on the stream, on YouTube or on Facebook, make some noise. Continue to support #WeArePFL.
That was definitely on target, that shot. Landreth not taking any chances with that one. Made sure to palm that one away. Landreth proving an effective pickup here for Coach Ernie Nieras as we see the first two substitutions now for the men in black. Galeana will be making way, and so will Kedman Jr. And we're going to see some familiar faces take to the field. With Bezetta coming on, as well as Ivanovsky.
Player number 11.
So Dorado will come in for Kedman, and Ivanovsky will come in for Galeana. Galeana, of course, leaves that game after giving the assist to the opening goal for Stallion Laguna.
Player number 19, Michael Ashaki Kedman, replaced by player number 88, Maxon Dorado.
Kedman getting his debut in the Philippines. 60 minutes. Solid performance from him. Reynald Villarreal livid that he's been called for the foul, but he had that ball cleanly. Let's have a look at it. He's probably telling to the referee, do you know how difficult it is to get to the ball in front of these giants?
Villarreal is not the tallest player, so I understand why he's livid.
Minsan na nga lang eh. But it is a dangerous moment here. Nishioka can put the ball in very dangerous spots from the set piece. Not this time. Pride denied the clearance. Nishioka being activated. Delivers it into the box. Chance here. Guy Cisse. That would have counted. No flag raised. That was in the hands of Landreth.
It may seem like an easy save from Landreth, but it also takes a lot to not overdo too much. He allowed that ball to go to Cisse, the header, but he was right in front of the goal.
Cisse has been exceptionally quiet tonight. Had that one chance at the near post, which he didn't get close to the target. Other than that, we haven't mentioned Cisse. That's the man who scored 4 in the last game and is the reigning leading scorer of this competition.
So defensively, you'd also have to give it to Stallion Laguna. It's not an easy task to keep the attacking firepower of the players of Manila Digger quiet.
That was a solid sliding challenge. Macmillan showing he is no nonsense as he slid in for that one. You have to get the ball when you come in that forcefully, and Macmillan got plenty of it. Oof. He's pulled out of it. You can see that he's retracted his leg. The sound of it was rather worrying in real time.
And this is just asking for it. He got away with it the first time around. But just two challenges in succession, though it is a different player. It's just that the heat of the moment will eventually put you in the pockets of the referee.
It is starting to get a bit spicy out there. And Shihab extending the arm as Shafton was getting away from him. Second yellow card of the game. And we've given away a free kick here to Manila Digger, who have been struggling a little bit in creating chances in open play. So regalo to para sa Manila Digger. Nishioka's ball makes the connection. Just another wayward header. You can see Cisse disappointed.
Feel the frustration from the way that he's been walking. It's building up.
He's the kind of player, though, that can produce a bit of magic at any moment.
So you could never count him out either.
Two players going for it for Digger. Pride has had an exceptional game for Laguna. Into the box it goes. Nishioka there to challenge. Macmillan with a header away. Shihab looking to start the counter. Clarino cleans up.
Macmillan with that crucial header. Cisse was right behind him.
Felonco. Manila resisting the temptation to go quickly in behind. Space on the right side. Off Pride, it out for a corner. From having very few corner kicks and set pieces, they've piled up very quickly.
You could feel that shift of momentum for the side of Manila Digger.
Guy making a connection. Again, they're finding their teammates from these set pieces, but they haven't had anything solid.
So chances have been created, but they just haven't been clinical.
Landreth getting a warning from our referee, John Mike Basinang. Wants to avoid any sort of time wasting in this game. Back to Asong. Doesn't have too many options. Looking for Nishioka, who's shoved from behind. Macmillan's going to end up in the book.
And Macmillan was already walking on thin water. Just a little bit of the extra movement, those extra hand pushes out.
So into the book he goes. Just a clear shove on Nishioka.
Stallion Laguna need to be more careful. They do have the lead. You don't want to jeopardize that.
And one of your keys, as you mentioned, is keeping all of the players on the pitch. Macmillan steps in. Villarreal doesn't make its way to Libre. Schaffner trying to curl that one into the box. Toure, left-footed, bouncing around dangerously. And Landreth clears. Out for a corner. Didn't get there in time. Stallion on the back foot, under pressure. Foot is high and made contact. Card immediately out from the referee. There's been some pretty quick reactions on the pitch there. Stretcher out immediately. You hope it's nothing too serious, but there definitely seemed contact to the face.
Kind of wondering now. Hope we can get another replay at that.
Because
Yellow, or it could be a red.
let's have a look at it here. Matthew Neres saying player who was hit, who was Dorado, looks like he might need to come off. So here's a shot from earlier. And that was the attempt from Manila Digger. Well, hopefully we'll get an opportunity to see the impact to the head. And the way Matthew Neres motioned to the bench immediately after, you wonder if he lost consciousness for a moment, or there's definitely a high boot.
But the intensity of this matchup, most especially in the last 5 minutes, has picked up 5 paces. Saw 2 cards quickly, bam bam, for Stallion Laguna. And now, in a few moments, you know that the referee will be handing out another yellow card as well to one of the Manila Digger players.
It is simmering. And as the time diminishes here, you wonder, makakarating ba tayo sa boiling point? Yellow card for Manila Diggers Sambu. 4th player into the book. Player still down for Stallion. It's
Not
that
a good
contact, as you mentioned, worrying. You wonder just how bad that contact was. The player is being readied. Patrick Zhang will make his debut if a substitution is necessary, and it does seem like there will be one. Additional medical support being needed. Matthew Nieres providing the report of what he's seen to the coaching staff. Looks like there might be a head wound that needs taken care of. A conversation being had between Ernie Nieres and the officials. Here we have it. Ooh. Lucky that was a yellow. And perhaps his closeness to the ball is the only thing saving him. And perhaps because the player stooped down a little bit to get to the ball. But goodness me, that's studs to the face.
He was very lucky to get away with a yellow for that challenge.
Ouch.
challenges like that, you wouldn't be surprised if it was a red
Absolutely not.
or a
You
hard
certainly-
yellow.
You've certainly seen that given. Worse than a yellow card. So in that respect, David Sambu, medyo sinuwerte siya doon. Lalo na sila yung naghahabol. They need all their players on the pitch. Oh, wow, that was dangerous. And no surprise that it's taking quite a bit of time to give treatment to the player, and you hope he's okay. Jose Dorado. It looks like they have to treat the head wound before they move him off the pitch. But given the amount of time, siguro malabo nang makaka-continue dito ang itong si Dorado, who's come on just as a substitute as well, by the way.
And it's moments like this, you know, that you hope eventually that sana naman sa future meron na din tayong mga VAR.
In a moment like that, for those unfamiliar, you would have the chance to review the incident to see if a red card was warranted. But it looks like he's okay. He's moving. It might be more of the impact of the studs on his skin rather than any lasting damage to his brain. At least you hope so. Some looks of worry in the stands. So play will continue. Substitution about to take place. Which will give Patrick Pierre Zhang his chance to make his debut. Momentarily 10 against 11 here.
Let's see if Manila Digger can capitalize on the fact that Stallion Laguna are down one man at the moment.
Shahib, great technique, pulls the trigger. Not as close as his first attempt at goal.
He's been an interesting addition for the side of Stallion Laguna, stirring things up, causing some problems on the attack.
The Yemeni international has been a spark plug. Basinang, as we expected, has gotten more and more involved. And it's going to be an interesting decision he has to make here, because Guy went for that ball. Both players did. He's already on a yellow, by the way, Usman Guy. Looks like it's just going to go the way of Stallion Laguna. No additional action from the referee. Oh, red card. Is that right? Was there a red card shown to a player or an official from Stallion Laguna's bench? There's definitely been action.
Substitution for Stallion Laguna. Player number 18, Manso Dorado, replaced by player number 13, Patrick Zhang. Substitution for Manila Digger. Player number 23, David Sambo, replaced by player number 9, Yuga Watanabe.
Watanabe on for David Sambu.
And that's a smart substitution.
That was that moment. Usman Guy. What do you think, Natasha? They've come together there. Looks like Villarreal got the ball. Guy didn't.
Now trying to figure out who the red card was given to on the bench of Stallion Laguna.
Looks like Stefan Schrock is going to be the one who's going to be sent off. He's completely dumbfounded as to why he's been asked to leave, but he's been given a red card, a direct red card. When you're not involved in the play, it's for something you said, generally.
Seems really shocked about this all. Makes you wonder if it's to the right personnel. But nonetheless, the referee has made his decision. There's a linesman there. The fourth official is just nearby.
So even if he is fit for the next match, Stefan Schrock not going to be an option for Coach Ernie Nieras, as he has been given a direct red card. This game has slowed a little bit, as there has been so many fouls and comings together that needed to be taken care of. Ivanovsky. McMillan, back to Villarreal. Filonco has it taken away. Zhang gets it out wide. It's taken a moment for everybody to find their bearings again after the long stoppage. McMillan and Ivanovsky. Look at that for a piece of skill. But he's gone one step too far. He's giving it away. First touch now for Watanabe. Support arrives in the form of Clarino. And he's going to get it back. Pride steps in. Steps away from Libre. Schaffner, the intended target. Villarreal out for a throw-in. Nishioka, clear push from Shihab, who's also walking that tightrope. Got a yellow already.
That's just, again, that extra hand movement, that push really. And that's what gave him. That's sorry, I got lost for words there, but that was the reason why he got a yellow card in the first place.
Delivering the Nishioka. Comes to nothing in the end. You can see the body language of Cisse. It's been one of those games for him. Just hasn't been able to put his fingerprints on this one.
And when it comes to those set pieces, they do get the header to it. They're able to connect, but they just can't keep the ball in frame.
Zhang, rather Diallo battling for it. Clarino clipped, wants to play quickly. Sense of urgency from Digger.
So far, we're also seeing the side of Stallion Laguna with all these new players being put in their brand new season playing off.
Watanabe wasn't able to take it in his stride. There's a new energy to Stallion this season. And there does seem to be an added edge to their capabilities. What hasn't been lost is that bite that they have, that aggression in defense.
Just a touch too heavy there on a quick counter.
Dorado off on the ambulance. We'll see medical attention and wish him all the best and pray for his speedy recovery. I expect there's going to be quite a bit of added time on this one. Somewhere in the region of maybe 10, we'd think. Cisse might count as a shot on target.
It'd be somewhere in the range of like 7 to 10 minutes. Sounds about right. Still a lot of time to play for. Nothing is set in stone.
Libre doing well to keep that with Stallion. Villarreal looking to switch it into Diallo. Ay, maganda yung pagkabasa ni OJ Clarino. With so much changing within the lineup of Stallion, the fluidity has suffered a little bit. But Digger haven't been able to take advantage. One more goal, you'd say, would put them beyond reach. Villarreal trying to play quickly, and it hasn't paid off. And now there's an opportunity here for Manila Digger. Nishioka gets it to Guy. Deflection and out for a corner. Cisse was hoping to be played in. A bit of chaos for Stallion. It started with that, a coming together, no whistle. Nishioka here opens things up. Gets it to Guy, who wins the corner kick. A player with cramps from Stallion Laguna. Ken Pride will be hoping he can continue and finish this match because he's had a spectacular one so far.
He's been crucial at the back for the side of Stallion Laguna.
Uncleared by Stallion. Watanabe. Ball will enter the box once more. Landreth gets a hand to it. Filonco sends it back in. Chance! Incredible block. Zhang putting his body on the line.
Again, that's how dangerous Manila Digger can be on the corner, causing a scramble just at the edge of the box.
That's a silly foul to give away. Shamgu. Little nudge from behind gives Manila Digger another opportunity to create chaos here.
This is a dangerous area to be giving away a set piece opportunity for a team very well known for punishing in moments like this.
Here we go. Nishioka's ball. Another set piece. Pressure mounting on this Stallion back line.
Digger chances creeping up.
Landreth again, able to punch it away. Fired in low. Filonko. Ivanovsky. Scott Shihab. Got 10 minutes of added time as expected. Libre. Nakawala sa kanya yung bola. Referee hoping for cooler heads to prevail. You'd expect these 10 minutes are going to be rather intense.
And in these last 10 minutes, maximum focus is required.
Goalkeeping position seems to be rather secure for Coach Ernie Nieras. Landreth having a great debut so far.
It's been top class, whether it comes to saves, skill on the ball, and his delivery as well.
He's dealt with a cross as well. Chance for Stallion Laguna. Shihab trying to manufacture a bit of space to get this ball into a teammate. Shihab now. Throw in deep in enemy territory. Digger running out of time. Great shot! What a hit from Ivanovsky.
And everyone on the Stallion bench just on their feet. That was a solid hit. A rocket of a shot.
That would have been immediately goal of the week and placed on ice for potentially goal of the season. Incredible. But not quite the cushion yet for Stallion, which means the road back still remains for Manila Digger. The door has been left ajar. A joy to watch. So good on the ball, Ivanovsky.
That composure, awareness, keeping the ball so close to his feet. Absolutely great technical ability.
What a credit to Stallion Laguna that you could bring on a player like his, a player of his caliber off the bench to influence a match. Shamgu done well initially, but he's lost out.
But great work in transition from Stallion. Win back possession, no foul called. Digger now on the counter.
Nishioka unable to get past Libre. Felonko pulled back. There might have been some extra action there from Zhang. After the play, There might have been a limb thrown from Zhang. He's going to get a yellow card.
And goals have been plenty for both squads. A lot on the line.
Let's have a look at it here. Zhang. A bit of a paiwan ba dito kay Ture. Substitution dito para sa Stallion. Pasok si JV Caloocaran.
Stallion Laguna. Here number 9, MJ Libre, replaced by player number 16, Jacob Penny IV. Substitution for Stallion Laguna. Here number 26,
Pasok si Jacob Peña.
number 25, JV Caloocaran.
JV Caloocaran para kay Libre. Pati na rin si Ken Pride. Chance para sa Manila Digger. Again, Landreth forced to intervene. He's been tested a lot with these aerial balls. So far, he's had the answer. Watanabe getting it back into the box there, and they haven't been able to take advantage. It's been that kind of game for Manila Digger.
Especially in this second half, chances have been plenty. Set pieces, corners have been adding up. But they just haven't been clinical.
A foul called against Stallion.
Time not on the side of Manila Digger. At the moment, they're still down 1-0 against Stallion Laguna.
And what a statement this would be. Opportunity for Watanabe! Unbelievable finish! A moment of magic from nothing. A beautiful volley.
Absolute world class from Watanabe. The assist from Cisse, getting the header down. And Watanabe outside the box, takes it first time. A rocket of a shot and dips perfectly. Nothing Landreth could have done about that.
And now Manila Digger are chasing the winner. Can you believe it?
You can feel it, that injected life to the side of Manila Digger.
Opportunity denied. Jarvis steps in. Nishioka trying to create. No whistle. Lovely ball from Ivanovsky. Diallo was looking to give it back, and he's pulled a hamstring, Diallo. And he's going to be a casualty. Oh, it looks like a cramp, actually, for Diallo when he released that ball to try to get it back to Ivanovsky.
This game has had it all. Drama, goals, and it's not yet done.
And the Digger fans have come alive. They sense they just might be able to snatch this one away. Shove from Diallo. Clarino wins it. It's exactly what you want to avoid if you're Stallion Laguna, giving any opportunity to Manila Digger to pile bodies into the box. And sure, Marfolonco is going to be looking to launch this one and make a connection with one of the Giants waiting inside. Nishioka. Not going to be the one. 10 minutes gone. We'd expect a few more to be added on. Perhaps a minute or two. Not ideal from Filonco, but they've won it back anyway. Chance for Cisse. Landreth got to it. Flag was up anyhow. Play continues. And Shamgu had done well. Gets it back to Ivanovsky. Final passage. Whistle's already in the mouth. And that's it. What a game. Heartbreak for Stallion Laguna. A point rescued for Manila Digger. An early classic in the PFL. Just in the second match week. Two teams that you'd expect to be battling for those top six positions. And we've gotten an early taste of what to expect in these kinds of battles in the PFL.
And it really just feels like that's how the season is really shaping up. Close matches. Stallion Laguna seemed to be cruising for quite some time in that second half. But late in the game, 90 plus 8 minutes, Watanabe with the banger, injecting life for the side of Manila Digger. This was the goal from Diallo, just from outside that box, bottom low and hard, hitting that side netting.
Quality goals from both sides. Landreth denied a clean sheet after a spectacular debut. You have to feel for him. But Manila Digger, they just would not give up, Natasha. They kept knocking on the door, and eventually they forced their way through.
And a very Manila Digger, that mentality, that relentlessness to continuously attack. Wave and wave and wave of chances, corner kicks piling up, set piece opportunities.
Here was Stallion on the back foot, doing a lot of defending inside their own box. Landreth heavily involved, but here it was. From literally nothing, a little knockdown and a sensational strike.
And to go against a Stallion team in this game that have been so spot on defensively on attack, you needed something world-class, and that's exactly what Watanabe did to make sure that to salvage and turn this into a draw instead of losing all 3 points.
Incredible. Late drama. 8 minutes into added time. Watanabe snatching a point for Manila Digger. Diallo's potential winner denied, as Stallion Laguna will settle for a point. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday doubleheader in the PFL. So much great action that has transpired, and we look forward to seeing you on the M07 Football Show on Wednesday, and we look forward to seeing you next week for more action here in the Philippines Football League. For my partner Natasha Alquiros Dato, my name is Jing Hamlang. Folks, we are PFL.
Manila Diggers, they're a strong team. But we thought we as a team, we work hard together. We were unlucky in the final bit to concede. but we just got, like, you know, we got something very good to build on from this game, you know.
What are your preparations for next match?
Our preparation got to keep it the same, you know. We've got to be a bit tighter at the back, you know. There's a lot of new players in our team, so we just got to keep building on that. We've got to understand how each other play, but that will come with time. I think the coach has been working very hard. We didn't have that much time. We had a lot of new players coming in, so I think it's something good to build on.
Right, what's your message to the fans?
My message to the fan is that, you know, thank you for the support. Since we've got here, I felt all the love. I'm in a new country, new environment, first time playing in Asia, and from the start, I felt the love. Even now, the last extra 10 minutes at the time, we were tired, but the support helped us to dig in a bit more, you know. Like I said, we were unlucky. I felt we were even. We could have ended the game as 1-0, but that's football for you, know. They're a good team. Go give credit to them. No, thank you. Thank you.